Welcome back to Streamline Investigations. It is Marvin speaking. We're going to get into Pumpkin Spice 001. Do go and subscribe to Lola. She's been on the Jay Slater case a long time. And this is the voice note from RH, Rachel Hargreaves. Let's get straight into this.
My son said he wants to go back to the apartment. Jay had other ideas of going with these other lads, which they knew, which were fine. Brad tried to say, come back, come on with.
The thing is about this case, so they knew them. They actually knew these guys. And yet Lucy said in an earlier interview that she didn't know them or know of them. It just doesn't make sense to me. You either know them or you don't. I tend to think in a case like this, when people start lying from the start, you continue to see so many discrepancies in this case.
With me, I don't really want to go back on my own, but Brad wanted to go back, so he's gone back. And he said, listen, you ring me, Jay, when you get there, and you stay in contact with me, which he did do. Brad told him to put his phone on charge.
So if Brad was in contact with Jay all the way through, or some of that night where Jay was supposedly at the Airbnb, where is that conversation? Did the British police see it? Did the Guardia Civil see it? Things like this doesn't make sense, because if you've got nothing to hide, you say, look, there's my messages. I was texting Jay, nothing to do with me. I've proven myself. But no one seems to want to show any evidence that would maybe stop us talking about it so much, because we find, right, we've got a timeline. We've got something in this case that we can actually work with, and that actually happened. We've got any of that. We've had Lucy, who was talking to a TikToker, Hayley, and said that the majority of the stuff she had, she deleted because she didn't think that it was important. Your friend has just died or was murdered, and you didn't think that was important? It is just absolutely crazy in why his friends are going on the way they are as though they're innocent. I'm not saying that they've done anything to Jay, but they sure do know what happened to him.
And he said he was going to get some kip. It was the last message to him, going to get some kip, and
I think he was there. When you look at the timeline, what did they do? Got back at 4 or 5 in the morning, and then he was out the door hour supposedly, at the end of the day. What was he doing? Because like I said, Abe said some things. Sorry, going back to Jay, supposedly he left a couple of hours, I said not an hour, but a couple of hours later to do that walk after 8 o'clock, say. It still doesn't make sense to me, because he still would have been, if you'd been partying all night at the end of the day, and party recreational drugs as well, you would want to rest. He'd eaten, so why would he say, oh, I want to get some scram? That just it just sounds just so off key to me. Lola AQ said about B asking for apartment keys, so was present. Yeah, Jay had no key and lost his mates. Brad rang him, get me down for kip, so he never lost mates. Jay wanted to party, but Brad just said he wanted to kip. P.S. Doubt Jay could speak. Yeah, that is my thoughts as well. Exactly. This shows me that the story isn't true, that he went there as he couldn't get in apartment. Phone swipe, clean sure. Anyone can get a phone the same and swap it over, so there's no trace. Then put SIM card back into copy phone later on. That is very, very interesting. Very interesting. Nothing makes sense. So sad. Why is Rach not showing messages with date, time, but she can all eyes? I saw the post with the screenshots, comments that someone was saying that Jay and Brad get in a silver car with 2 Somalian guys. Yeah, I mean, that is quite old now, and that was obviously the eyewitness said that they saw him carried off. At the end of the day, maybe there were other people that may have seen Jay get in a car, because there was a lot of messages deleted and videos deleted in those days, which I think are very, very important to the case. Let me know what you think, people, because like I said, there's a lot of things that don't add up here. Finish the last bit on this.
And then I'll ring and get a taxi in the morning. So Brad's not been asleep, my son. No.
Odd. Very, very odd. When you look at their different stories, from Lucy to Brad to some of what Rachel said, some of it just doesn't add up or make sense. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Streamline Investigations. Thank you very much indeed.